Yeah, but for a long time, the answer was yes. Get a good degree,
Mm.
land a job, grow your career. But today's formula is breaking,
Mm.
not because degrees are useless.
Mm.
I mean, so it's because the world has really changed faster than our education system. So I
Yes.
have learned a lot of things which I never used in my 30 years.
Mm. Mm.
And if we don't recognize that gap early, we risk preparing for a career that is no longer exist.
Okay. Thank you
Over to you.
for that. Really, that's what the matter. Like that's what the topic for today. Like, do we need the degrees, or do we need the skills through the degrees? So the next question, in line with that conversation, there are so many courses, the options, the I can say tools, the platforms today offering variety of skills or things. So how should our students decide what to learn and what not to learn or what to ignore that matters? Because we've seen examples where students proceeded with some course, like after a couple of years they think like, hey, this is not for me, this is not my cup of tea, so let me go back and do what I love it. So in this context, how should the students focus on among this variety of things? So what's your take on that?
Yeah, that's a very good question. And that's true that students are surrounded by endless online courses. You have AI tools,
Mm.
certifications, coding platforms. There will be a lot of influencers say that, okay, you learn this, you can build an app, and then you can make money when you are at a very, very young stage, which is somehow it's true.
Mm.
If you effectively use it, you can probably do that, but at times it becomes overwhelming.
Yeah.
Don't just learn based on hype, learn based on direction, fundamental, and usefulness. So, first ask questions. Does this build a strong foundation? So, what do you want for a strong foundation? The first thing I would say that communications.
Mm.
So I started my career as a computer faculty. So, and that actually gave me a curiosity to solve problems. Okay, it's not that we were teaching as we were being told, but I came across with many people. I worked with big tech companies where they were working on large databases. They were communicating with me in terms of their issues, and those discussion actually back of the mind, all those discussion, all those communications has given me a lot of confidence. So problem solving is another part. Are we going to solve a problem? It's
Mm.
not just learning it.
Mm.
Like somebody will say that do a course and learn it. Analytical thinking, teamwork, which is very, very important,
Mm. Mm.
and adaptability. And the next question is that can I apply this thing in my real life? Like I learned assembly language, statistics, and many other things. I don't remember what are the things I learned in my computers. But did it really help? Rather, it helped me to build a project, solve a problem, create something which is practical, or explain it to others. Like teaching is always better. If you do something, try to showcase it, which is very, very important. And not just all these things when you see it, do you think that this is going to still matter few years from now because everything gets obsolete?
Yes, yes,
So
true,
so
true, very
not
true.
every trend
Mm.
becomes long-term skill.
Yeah, we need to do in two directions. One is whether it is realistic in the world when whatever
Right.
I'm learning, right? And
Right.
number two is it close to my heart?
Yeah.
This is what I love, so where I want to do every day, right? So yeah, it's absolutely the right way to put it, right? So thank you, Abhayji, for that direction where how students choose the right things, so that they don't, spend on the wrong, they don't shoot in the blind or darkness. So thank you. And in the as we going through this conversation, so my next question for Abhayji is, what can students start doing today when we say like the degree is not enough, we need skills? So when we say that there's so many options and now we come to action. So what can students start doing today outside of their school to build along with the school, right? Along with the school, to build the real skills needed, that which employers are looking for. Okay, the employers are employer needs are changing like every month now, almost now after AI. So, what are the things which the students can focus doing outside the school?
Yeah, that is actually a very good question. It is completely different than what we had gone through in our career. So when we were studying, at most we are being asked to create some case studies or projects so that we can pass the exam. We can, present it and pass the exam. But things have changed now. Like if I look at in India and look at here and everywhere, it's really people have the school provided those kind of environment where kids took their own responsibility and accountability to do more. But when they do more, are they running behind a race? That's the question. So now employers often look beyond resumes. Resumes
Yes.
can be prepared by AI also, but they look for curiosity, consistency, and initiative. So what you start, you should have some consistent patterns. It's
Yeah.
not that you today you do one thing and tomorrow you do another thing and then day after you do another thing. I mean, so I've been seeing like, with my kids nowadays, I have to take their appointment to commit to anything because they're too busy in so many things. They have study to do, they have projects to do, school, clubs. But outside of it, if you are really passionate about something, and if you are mainly getting into the tech jobs,
Hmm.
or you are trying to focus on tech, and tech is not just IT. I'm experienced in IT area, but technology is technology. So even if you are building a small project to do to automate something or to help, like even if you make a ladder, it's a technology which you are using. So build some real projects, build small app if you are in IT, create a website, automate a tax. If you are into a club and you want to create a website for the club to do the advertisement, do that. The club may not require it, but you are doing something which at the end of the day, it's going to help you. And as I said, communication skill is very, very important. So many schools have speech and debate club. They have robotics, even it's a technology, but it has a communication feature there as well, the teamwork part. Youth in government is another good club, mock trial, DECA, HOSA, whatnot. I mean, all these things I don't have to tell because the kids, they understand. But what I have to say to them that don't try to take in everything. Okay.
Yes.
So, uh, presenting idea, writing professionally means writing in, working in teams, out of box thinking. That is what is required.
Amazing.
And couple of more things just to quickly to mention it. Lot of students they don't feel that they should have a professional presence. Like nobody is having a resume. I would suggest that even if you are in the high school, start creating a resume. Create a LinkedIn profile, create a profile in GitHub, because those are the things which are required. How early you can learn looking at from others and how you are focused. Over to you.
Yeah, thank you, Abhijit, for that wonderful insight. We're also addressing the rural youth. Okay, so this is we're not addressing one region here. We're addressing the rural youth. So these things, the point Abhijit was talking about, the consistency. That's where like don't like I just say don't dig in many areas. Just dig one area. Consistency. That X factor is what helps us. Is talking about X factor is like consistency. Do something like we take it along, so that employers are really appreciate that skill, that hey, he is consistent and he is pursuing things. So thank you very much for that. So now my question next one is with respect to the same, like we're talking about there are options now, what needs to be done among all the options. Now the question 4 which I am talking about is inside the mind, actually. See, in this world of distractions, okay, so constant contents across all the platforms, be it in social media or everywhere, actually there's a lot of noise. How can students stay focused and consistent in building these skills which we are talking about? It's about again coming inside of mind. So so much goes on inside the mind. How can we stay? Students can stay focused. So over to you.
Yeah, that's a very that's one of the reason I think this growth cast is meant for that, so that we can share our generation with the new generation how we what we are missing and what we used to do. I'm not going to say that because we were not distracted, that's why we are successful here. But we always think that, oh, okay, in our times, if we would have got internet, we probably would have done much better. But at that time, when we see that lack of information probably has not given us a growth at a rapid rate, and we were not able to keep pace with the current generation. So, other way also, the current generation thinks in that way that, okay, we have too much of information. How do we really channelize that information which is going to help me? So, in
Yes,
our time, we go to school, then playground, and come back, study, and sleep. Sleep is very important. Even nowadays, the kids go to sleep. They go with the mobile and they watch at least 200, 200 reels before they go to sleep. So that also causes some kind of distraction. I mean, so we are at that point of time. Like I was thinking of getting into banking and government service, but when I moved to computers, then I realized my potential and my goal. So
mm,
that may happen with the kids now also. Like they will be very, very curious to do too many things, but at one point of time, they find what they're going to be passionate about. So I would say that follow the passion. Think about what kind of futures you want, what skill matters to you, and which direction excites you. The excitement part is that it may happen that today if you are excited on building some engineering product, tomorrow it may not be, but it is absolutely fine because our growth, our mind, brain stimulates a lot of things. So fortunately, there are lot of options nowadays available to reskill yourself.
yes,
So build system, not just motivations. So you devote your time and fix time on study, do your time management, do your daily learning goals. Something new I will learn, something new I will explore.
amazing.
Minimize screen distraction, I will always say, and no procrastination because that kills the skill. That
Okay.
would be my message.
Thank you, thank you. So it's Swamiji's quote, Swami Vivekananda's quote reminds here: take up a goal, think of it, dream of it, sleep on it. Okay, just that goal. That should we should leave that goal. So that's what you're talking about actually. So I know there are distractions, so much is going on, but what really I need when I look back, when I look ahead in like next 20 years, like I'm talking about in students' perspective. So in 20 years, so what I am going to be, if I know, if I envision that. So that's where the answer is. Thank you, Abhayji. So the last question of this conversation, the growth cast conversation, is as we know that we have these tools like ChatGPT and Gemini, so many tools, AI tools, and all this. So everyone uses, including students. Everyone uses that. So my question is, it's good that we are using it. Like how to how to grow, actually grow basically among out of it, than becoming a dependent, than depending on everything on AI. So how can we actually grow? How can we challenge the AI and grow ourselves? So what's your take on that?
No, that's true. It's unavoidable now. Okay, like I would say that very good example, the growth cast, that logo which is there, not the logo, the flyer. Uh, if I would have been doing, I do a lot of design as well, like logo and all these flyers, and it used to take time, like putting my brain, creativity, and all. But now I can give a prompt to AI to make it work for me, and it helps. It helps. It helps to have give me more time to do something else. But we cannot avoid it. That's a
Yeah.
fact now. In fact, we don't know where AI is going, what AI can do. The potentials are still being measured. AI itself is being challenged by AI now, how they can do better.
Yes.
It helps students to learn faster, explore ideas, I'm just quoting it, explore
Yeah,
ideas
explore ideas.
and improve productivity. So imagine a case that I want to prepare for a speech.
Hmm.
Okay. I go and give a prompt to AI. I give it to Gemini and I'll give it to Chat GPT. They come up with like a few ideas.
Yeah.
And when I read that idea, okay, and I find that, oh, it is really nice. So I really don't go further. I thought I got something what I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
So, but think about if without AI we have been doing this. So we explore ourselves, we try to understand, we try to look at, try to analyze, and take the best one. Now, unfortunately, what is happening is that if we think that AI is better than our brain, we kill our brain.
Uh,
That we should not be doing.
yeah, yeah, true.
If students depend completely on AI for their answers, they may stop developing critical thinking and problem solving skills.
True.
So the goal should be use AI to enhance your ability, not replace your effort or creativity.
True.
And that skill will remain valuable even if AI evolves are like, critical thinking, communication. AI cannot improve your communication. It can give you a speech, but you have to ultimately deliver that speech.
Yes,
I
the
mean,
real
there
skill.
are, yeah,
Mm.
creativity, adaptability, problem solving, emotional intelligence. It still belongs to us.
Yeah.
Leadership and teamwork. AI can give you 10 things, but if you don't become a leader, you don't go and don't give back to the community, don't work with your peers, don't work with the students, AI can't help you. And the ability to continuously learn.
It's
So
amazing,
technology,
actually.
yeah,
Yeah.
technology will keep changing, but the curiosity and ability to work with people will always matter.
Technologies keep changing, but we are the one we are creating.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
amazing. So world is looking more world changers. So there's a lot of scope for changing the world the way we see. So AI is giving time for us. Okay, we are earning the time. So the
Yeah,
question here is how the time being utilized. Okay,
yeah,
so we are a lot of things are daily things. We are doing it just like a click of the thing. Like no, when we give the command, we get it. But
yeah,
we're gaining the time. That time, how are we utilizing it? So thank you for all
yeah.
your nuggets, like
I
insights.
have just one
Yeah,
closing
go ahead, please.
comment because what I think that when we start thinking about a topic, we should justify it by emphasizing on what we should be doing next. So degree can open the doors, but they don't teach you how to stay in the room.
Yes, how to
So
stay in the
it can start your journey, but it depends upon how you ride. When I say ride, I just change it to R for resilience, I for initiative, D for discipline, E for evolve. And you can ride everything.
So
So
ride,
that's my
ride is
message.
important.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so the course is the degree is the foundation, and then what we build it upon is the skills. So thank you very much, and that's a powerful conversation with Abhay Das. So he's also speech mentor, a coach, community leader. Is active everywhere, and there is a tech leader spent 30 years and a long way to go. So this growthcast where we present stories that changed lives. His story is very powerful. So at the end, let's remember our Swamiji's quote: "Arise, awake, stop not till the goal is reached." Let this not remain just a quote. This be a practical guide, practical direction, and let's take the responsibility. And thank you, Abhay Boss, for joining this wonderful conversation today. Okay, let's stay
Thank you,
inspired.
Dr.
Let's stay committed. Let's continue to learn and lead, and let's end this conversation today.